Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for checking out the episode. I'm RJ. This is the first new video of the week. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. I'll have big videos and live streams coming at you all week long. I'm also working on a new Grand Theft Auto 5 mystery video, so watch out for that. And we're going to do a GTA Vice City marathon live stream. That is one of my favorite games of all time, but honestly, it's a little bit rage quit inducing, so you'll not want to miss it. You got to join up and wish me luck. So today, we're at Fort Riggs. I'm sure most of you guys have found this place very early on. It's not too far away from Strawberry, but there's nothing to inspect. There's no rare items to collect, and it seems like everything was destroyed before the storyline even began. So I always wondered what exactly happened here. Well, it turns out that this is the home to one of the biggest mysteries in the game. But before we go in there, there's a couple things we have to look at. First of all, you have this graveyard outside. Unlike some other graves, which seem to be made out with more dignity, this is just completely bottom standard, like the bottom of the barrel as far as graves are concerned. No names, no nothing, just a simple cross, and they're all pretty much right on top of each other. So that's pretty sad. You go inside and you can see definitely signs of Native Americans, with the teepee-like structures. But here you have a schoolhouse. And inside the schoolhouse, this is where you can find the spelling bee letter. And that is where the mystery begins, guys. So it looks like this place is pretty messed up. And on that letter, it seems to be nothing. I'm sure a lot of you guys picked it up just thinking nothing of it. It turns out that there's something massive that is hidden within. So huge shout out to Kimchi Traveler, one of the members of the Trippy fam. I also want to give a huge shout out to all the new subscribers here at the channel, because we did do this live. We're trying to investigate a lot of the biggest mysteries in the game live, so that way all you guys can help. But Kimchi was a massive help in this case, so huge shout out to her. Let's bring up the dialogue here. It says English spelling practice. So check this out. It makes no sense. Writing attentive, zero ice, young, age, civilization. It's just a bunch of words. And it's made out so that way you think it's just a practice sheet for a spelling bee. I'm sure all you guys in school did the spelling bee. You basically just repeated the words so that way you memorized how exactly to spell them. But none of these words are really too difficult. Mother, heavy, anyone. I guess considering it is Native Americans and they're trying to teach them English, maybe they don't want to give them that hard of words. But in this case, this is definitely not a spelling bee. It seems to be something hidden. If you take out all the first letters from these words, it makes up the hidden message. Waziah comes with winter breath. His trees stand guard, whispering all night that we sleep in our graves. Father fought and died so quickly. Mother dies slow. I know that sounds weird. That doesn't make sense. But it's definitely a message. When you read it out loud, you know it's something. But what exactly is it? Well, the Trippy fam has managed to solve the mystery of Fort Riggs. There's also some other locations nearby that seem to be completely wrecked as well. On the other side of the trail, you can find this area. It is also completely abandoned. So let me know if you've ever seen anybody here or found anything in the area. I've even tried jumping off of this hill onto this platform to see if there's anything on top. To give you guys a better understanding of the riddle, I brought up the Red Dead Wiki and the Fort Riggs page. Let's zoom in because they have it written out for us. It says, Waziah comes with winter breath. His trees stand guard, whispering all night that we sleep in our grave. Father fought and died so quickly, mother dies slow. So what does that mean, guys? His trees stand guard. And right here, father fought and died so quickly, mother dies slow. They say Waziah may be the northern god or god of the north. Well, the Trippy fam managed to figure out exactly what this is, and it definitely solves what happened there at Fort Riggs. Alright, so here's where it gets extremely trippy. Here is the story of creation. I'll put a link in the description. You guys have to read this. So you have the gods, the superior gods, the associate gods. Notice one of them, Tate, who's the god of the wind, serving the sky, controls the seasons, admits the spirits to the spirit trail. That will be important in a moment. The subordinate gods, godlike, and evil gods. So check out one of the evil gods, Waziah, and another one, Wakanka. So Waziah is the old man, lived beneath the earth with his wife, and his wife is Wakanka, known as the witch. So there you have it. It matches up with the riddle, which of course talked about the mother, the father. Here we have the old man who lived beneath the earth with his wife. Now this is crazy, guys. It says the creation story began long, long ago when our Waziah, the old man, lived beneath the earth with his wife Wakanka. I'm just going to read this first paragraph, guys. It says, their daughter, It, grew to be the most beautiful of women, thereby captivating the attention of one of the associate gods, Tate. That is Tate the Wind. Though not a goddess, It became the wife of Tate, and that was looked down upon. Of course, you would think a god would marry another god. In this case, Tate marries It, who lived at the entrance of the Spirit Trail. She bore Tate's 4 sons, which were quadruplets, the north, the west, the east, and the south winds. You see how this is starting to get to be a big deal. The first son became cruel and hard to get along with, so Tate took his position as first son and gave it to his boisterous second son, West Wind. Thus, the order of the winds became west, north, east, and south. So again, I do recommend that you read this, but if you scroll down, you can see how it says Wakanka and Waziah were banished to the edge of the world until they could learn to do good for young children and old people. Remember, they were evil gods, so they too were renamed for their misconduct, becoming known as the witch and the old man. And then at the very end, it talks about how the original descendants were in extremely rough shape, but then it was all removed by the appearance of the old man and the witch, Arwaziah, who, according to the prophecy at the time, brought food and drink. They led the disheartened group to the land of the pines, possibly the Americas, to the world of the ghosts. They showed them how to live as men do. Thus, Tekohi and his followers were the first people on earth, of course led by Waziah. Their descendants are the Dakota. I know it's a little bit hard to kind of grasp here, but it shows you just how important Waziah is, and it's all teased by Rockstar in this hidden spelling bee riddle. Extremely trippy. Back at Fort Riggs, it's another part of the story that matches up perfectly. This is an internment camp, and if you research internment camps, it was some of the worst living conditions that you could possibly think of. Kimchi did write me saying that it does match up to the riddle. Father dies quickly and mother dies slow. The fathers, or the men, died quickly because they were hung, and then the mothers were left to live in the internment camps with the children, dying of disease very slowly. So it's an extremely sad story. We now know exactly what happened here at Fort Riggs. It was an internment camp, and that is why you have all the unmarked graves. Huge shout out again to Kimchi for solving it. But I have one more piece of evidence. This will prove it to you guys for sure. There's a hidden piece of dialogue here in Red Dead Redemption 2. You have to find a random guy out in the woods. Listen to what he tells us. You have to find this guy somewhere near Van Horn, and then he asks for a bottle. Give it to him, because that will unlock the hidden dialogue. He'll tell you all about Fort Riggs.
You're a place called Fort Riggs? South of Strawberry.
Oh, we've heard of it.
Captain, Indians penned in there like cattle. I ain't know what's worse. Seeing the ones we killed or watching the other ones die. The slow way.
Oh, come on.
Well, they pay well. Them government boys. But the money don't last long.
Screw this guy. How could you live with yourself?
That's what you did. Sticks around.
Yeah, I bet.
I know the feeling.
I was a young man then, but I still see them faces clear as yesterday.
The truth comes out. And that's it. I think he pretty much just falls over.
I might rest little lies a minute. Feeling very sleepy all of a sudden.
Yeah, stay trippy, buddy. That is the final proof. We know what happened at Fort Riggs, and it was not pretty, guys. Huge shout out again to Kimchi. Amazing information. Who knows what other mysteries we can find here in Red Dead Redemption 2 that we have to solve. Thanks again for checking out the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Much love, guys. I got another big one on the way. In fact, the next episode is super trippy. I really think you guys will enjoy that. So watch out for that. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. We're going to have a big live stream later on, so watch out for that. And hit me up anytime on Twitter at TrippyComs. I'll have a link in the description. You too could be featured in the next episode here at the channel. Much love, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay tuned. And as always, stay trippy, my friends. Y'all come back now, you hear?